From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
A Paradise Valley ranch wins the prestigious Leopold Conservation Award. Just ahead, see what makes the Barney Creek livestock operation so different.
I'm Joe St. George in Washington. The United States has given Ukraine billions of dollars since the start of the war. But is there a limit to how much our country's leaders are willing to spend? We break down the debate over funding the Ukrainian war next.
It is 6:30 on this Monday. Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell with you here. I'll just remind you the final Monday of November.
Man, it just flew by, didn't it?
Zip.
Yep.
It definitely feels like November out there.
It does, and I always say that you at least have one Arctic blast before Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving time. Yep. Yeah, I think we got a couple of them there in pretty short sequence.
Yeah, we did.
Today we're dealing with some slick roads as you're heading out the door, so keep in mind you'll need some extra time as you're traveling. And temperatures are frigid, sub-zero wind chills in many cases. Looks like you're going to be dealing with icy or snow-packed roads this morning. Temperatures into the teens. The crews have been out working these roads pretty well. You can see even in the mining city, not bad to start the morning. There's still going to be a lot of ice to deal with. I'm going to talk more about the updated road report. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:31 now. In the shadow of Emigrant Peak, conservation meets cattle ranching at Barney Creek Livestock, the latest recipient of the prestigious Leopold Award given by the Montana Farm Bureau. MTN's Jackie Coffin takes us to the Paradise Valley. Tell us how cattle grazing can heal a landscape.
As you start to see the system start humming after you've worked with nature for a while, then it's like, there is a greater purpose to this.
Pete and Megan Lannon are making waves in the Paradise Valley by trying something different with their cows.
My dad's grandparents bought this place in 1900. We're grazers first. So we use our livestock to manage other folks' land and improve on it.
The Lannon's operation consists of moving their cows using portable electric fences, rotating their cows through a variety of pastures, including those of other Paradise Valley landowners.
If you look at this valley, back in the day, hundreds of thousands of bison going through here. So this landscape has evolved with animals, ruminants, on the ground.
What the Lannons are imitating with their cows is the effect of bison that used to roam the valley, and to do that, they move their cows every day. And it was the Lannons' innovative practice of grazing cattle to restore native landscapes that caught the eye of the Montana Farm Bureau.
We got that phone call, and it was, oh my gosh, we just broke down and started crying. It was like, I felt like we won the lottery. It was so amazing.
The Montana Leopold Conservation Award, named for the acclaimed writer and conservationist Aldo Leopold, is fairly new to the Farm Bureau. The Lannons are its fourth recipient.
I would love to see the entire Paradise Valley grazed regeneratively. I'd love to see landowners be able to work together and pull their herds into one and graze this valley in a way that it hasn't been for 200 years.
In Livingston, Jackie Coffin, MTN News.
On the international scene this morning, the war in Ukraine beginning to enter a new phase, a phase in which challenging winter conditions are expected to test the morale of both Russian and Ukrainian forces. Here in the United States, Congress entering a new phase as well, in which more lawmakers are questioning how much money should be given to this war. Our Joe St. George looks at the new fight over funding.
Across the country, blue and yellow have become a lot more prominent, with Ukraine's flag flying everywhere from overpasses to sports stadiums, children even drawing pictures.
But if you ask any Ukrainian leader here in the United States, the most powerful sign of support over these last several months hasn't been a flag blowing in the wind, it's been congressional aid. And with the new Congress taking over in January here in Washington, there's questions over how long that aid will last.
Let's start with the numbers. So far, American taxpayers have given around $54 billion to the Ukraine war. For perspective, that's around 1/8 the cost of President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. But there's a problem. That Ukraine money is running out.
We're going to continue to support Ukraine.
As a result, the White House has asked Congress to approve $37 billion more. That would bring the total price to around $91 billion, or around 1/10 of that massive infrastructure law from last year. However, on Capitol Hill, there are questions about whether Congress will approve it.
Ukraine is a young democracy, and we're sending American taxpayer money over there with no oversight.
That's because more conservatives are speaking out, wanting more accountability. With Republicans taking back the House in January, intense funding debates on this issue are poised to take place. Even Republican leader Kevin McCarthy, who brought a Ukrainian flag on the floor of the House earlier this year and who's expected to be the next speaker, said in a recent interview, quote, "There should be no blank check." All of this puts pressure on the current Congress to substantially fund the Ukrainian war before January. Democratic leaders have denied money has been wasted.
This is what a trauma kit looks like.
We recently met virtually with Adam Eidinger, an American in Ukraine, passing out tourniquets.
Morale is extremely high here. They're getting more and more confident.
He says Americans need to know that Ukrainians feel like they can win this, but they need more money to keep that feeling going, especially with a harsh winter ahead.
This winter will be hard, though. A lot of people are going to die this winter if the heat and the electricity is off.
In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
All right, 6:36 now. It's a rite of passage for millions of Americans buying a home of their own. But a perfect storm of high home costs and rising interest rates keeping so many from making that dream a reality. In this morning's Two Americas, Matt Pearl sits down with experts to talk about how great that divide really is.
Home is such an important place for all of us. It's where we start and end our lives, day to day and over our lifetimes.
But home is also how most Americans build wealth. They just need to get in. For many, getting in has moved beyond their reach.
We are living in the midst of an affordable housing crisis.
Rosalind Merrick
It's more difficult for people to save.
And Natalie Kaiser work for different groups aimed at first-time homebuyers in Atlanta. That's a group that continues to shrink. The National Association of Realtors has conducted a survey of homebuyers and sellers every year since the 80s. This year, first-time homebuyers made up just 26% of all homebuyers. That's the lowest percentage in the survey's history, down from 34% last year, down from 50% in 2010.
That elevates the problem to a new level.
Richard Martin teaches business at the University of Georgia.
We've just been through this historic rise in housing prices, which was squeezing people from the start. The only saving grace then were really low interest rates.
But in the past year, those rates have shot up from below 3% last fall to nearly 7% this fall.
Even a 4% swing in interest rate could mean $300 to $400 more per month for a family.
I fear we might have shifted to a new normal that's kind of the old normal. I mean, this is what rates used to be like.
This is true. In the 2000s, 6% interest rates were around average. In the 80s and 90s, 6% would have been a steal. But a lot's changed. The construction of starter homes is at a 50-year low. Home buyers are being outbid by corporate investors. And then there's that pandemic that put so many out of work and slowed down the supply of new homes. It's all made home ownership, that gateway to wealth, a challenge for many, namely in communities that have been systematically removed from wealth for centuries.
93% of the families that we serve in Atlanta Habitat are African American families. Many of them, 80% of them, are women who head their households.
The racial wealth gap is at the same level it was before the Fair Housing Act was passed. The gap in home ownership levels was about the same as it is now.
If what's happening is historic, so perhaps is what's being done about it. Merrick oversees efforts by Habitat for Humanity. Kaiser leads House ATL, a collective of 76 Atlanta entities, all focused on closing the gap.
What does it say that this many organizations with this much influence have all banded together around this one issue?
I think it says that there's a really big challenge, that we're paying attention.
It will take, around the country, individuals like Kaiser and Merrick. It will take programs and policies beyond the control of those who'd benefit. Because home isn't just where we start and end our days. For so many, it's the foundation of a financial legacy.
Atlanta is a microcosm for the country. While the makeup of our cities may be different demographically speaking, even geographically, this root issue is very much the same.
In Atlanta, I'm Matt Pearl.
All right, 6:39, time for a break here on Montana This Morning.